I started playing guitar when I was like 13, and as you can tell probably while I'm playing, I still haven't gotten that much better. But I started singing like 14, 15 years old, and it was just something that was just so natural to me. Like for example, like once I picked up guitar, I didn't want to do anything else. You know, it was like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And my first band was when I was 16. It was called Leather Nun. It was a metal band in Florida. And I don't know, man, literally by the time I was 16, I had my first record out. I'm on the road. Everything was free and available. A 16-year-old boy at nightclubs every night around the country, drinking for free, having all of the excesses that that one could have in a rock and roll band.
Probably almost too much for any 16-year-old boy, or most 16-year-old boys.
Yeah, no, I did pretty well at it. I did it pretty well. I moved to LA in '89 with my band Children, and very quickly we become really. I feel weird telling you this because you already know this. Maybe I'll tell Sam. We became really big rather quick, and the excesses of that town came upon me really fast. And when I got to Los Angeles, I started doing drugs.
How did that come about?
Party. Just at a party, like an after-hours party, I'd always drank, but I never really... And then I was in the bathroom, and this girl laid this line out on the back of this toilet. And I remember doing the line and just going, this is the greatest thing ever.
Was that quick?
That quick. It was like, oh my God, I found heaven. That's the lie. Because you feel so good, but you never feel that good again. Ever. So no matter the next line, no, I don't feel nearly as good as I did that first line. So let's do another line. No, it's still not there. Well, we should just keep trying this for 4 or 5 years until we get that first line back. That's the way it happens. And I went from coke to when my band started going downhill, and the music scene in the early 90s started going downhill, the rock scene anyway, I turned to meth. Meth was very cheap, very available, and where one line of cocaine would keep you up for 5 hours, one line of meth would keep you up for 5 days. And so that's the way it was, man. So from 95 to 90, no, like 94 to 96 almost, I don't think I slept. Like there was just weeks of just weeks and weeks of absolute hell and torture. I don't know, even the Bible says it, you know, sin is okay for a season. My season just lasted 25 years. Here's the thing. I was in a band. I was at the height of my drug use. I was in a band with some really big cats. And we had management, and we were actually doing okay. I look back now, it was an act of God. It was literally an act of God that band broke up when it did. Because if we were to go on the road at that moment, I would be dead. There's no way I would have survived. I believe that I was given a gift, you know, to sing and to make music, and I firmly believe now, without sounding weird, I was sent off track on purpose. I think, you know what I'm saying? Like I was literally, I think maybe the enemy knew I had something to say and something good to do on the planet, and so he just put drugs and alcohol and debaucherous behavior in my way, and I took it. So anyway, my conversion, the day I got saved, I just finished a book, More Than a Carpenter, and I was going to give my life, I was going to try it, you know, almost as a lark, but not really. I mean, I'm going to try it. I'm going to really get down on my knees, and I'm really going to give my life to Christ. I knew that my life wasn't, I've been trying my life the way I was trying it forever, and it wasn't exactly working out. And if nothing happens, nothing happens. You know, that's cool. But I'm going to mean it. And I did it. And December 29th, 2008, 11:43 p.m., I got down on my knees and I asked Christ to come in my life. And I asked him to forgive me. I told him I don't understand the whole thing. I mean, I really hadn't cracked open a Bible yet. So I said, without testing him or saying anything like, God, if you're real, show me. It wasn't anything like that. Come into my life, come into my heart, and just change me from the inside out. Make me the man that you've always wanted to make me. And I'd like to tell you there was this big, huge white light. I'd like to tell you there was just angels singing from heaven, but there wasn't. There was actually, I started feeling sick. Over the next 36 hours, the pain and the ache that I had was insane. Like I couldn't drive my car. I was crying hysterically, screaming. Like these sounds coming out of my mouth that I didn't even know really could existed. And I called up my friend, my pastor friend who's in Florida, and I asked him what was going on. And he said, "Well, you asked Jesus to come into your heart, so there's a battle going on for your soul." I'm like, dude, that's the silliest fucking thing. I said, dude, that's the silliest thing. But I believe it. The change that's come over my heart and my mind and my thought process, like it's just I'm not a different person. I'm the person I was supposed to be in the first place. I became the person that God meant me to be. Where was I going with that? What was I saying? What was your question?